what time it is. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is. You know what time it is. Matthew Mania, the time it says. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is.
Welcome to the Matthew Mania podcast. I'm Matthew Mashler, real estate broker who watches wrestling as if it's my job. And if you listened to the last episode of the Matthew Mania podcast, you would have heard me being interviewed by Falbak. Falbak is an influencer who has the largest following of any wrestling-related content in Spanish. He lives in Spain, and he came in for the Birthday Bash. And on the last episode, I recorded him interviewing me for his channel. I snuck a little microphone in and got my own version of the recording. So if you speak Spanish or if you follow him, that interview is on his network. But you know what? I paid for the content, so I figured I would distribute it, and I shared that with you on the last episode. So this week, we have more exclusive content, more behind-the-scenes content with Falbak, because one of the advantages he had of coming to the show is being able to create content. He's an influencer, he's a content creator, so he was able to create content for his channels, which I love. I love all the people out there, Luvrachi Akamo, and everyone out there that's creating content for their brand using my material. You're welcome. And sometimes, you guys inspire me, and I wish I could do better with my content, because if you guys are getting such great following from my content, why shouldn't I? So we have some more exclusive videos. Everybody said after the last one they wanted to hear more behind the scenes and more with Falbak. So we have more exclusive videos that was taken either before or after Birthday Bash. If you were there, the energy was nuclear, and it was a big night, big hits, big personalities, and we have 5. I'm going to call them micro interviews that we're going to have in a row. All right, so we're going to start with Falbak's interview of Neil the Heel Glacier. And spoiler alert, in Spanish, it's not Neil the Heel. All right, I'm not going to give you the spoiler. You're going to have to tune in. Just wait a few seconds. You don't have to do anything. It will come to you. You're going to listen to Falbak's interview with Neil the Heel. I didn't say it. And you will hear Neil's Spanish name. All right? Stay tuned.
Muy buenas fanáticos del wrestling, hoy es BRCW Birthday Bash y me encuentro, I'm here with the Executive Vice President of Boca Raton Championship Wrestling, Neil the Heel. How you doing, man?
Good, I'm doing great, and I am Neil the Heel, but for my Spanish-speaking friends, I am Neil El Hombre Malo.
Awesome, awesome. So today, Sons of Boca, they're wrestling against the Righteous.
We're wrestling against the Righteous, yes.
What expectations have you about the match?
We are the BRCW Tag Team Champions. The Righteous, they're a great team. We now see them on national TV every week, but I don't think they've ever faced anyone in their promotion like someone in our promotion as the Sons of Boca.
That's right. So they're probably winning, or what's your expectation about the match?
They probably win.
No, sorry. Retake. It was a stupid question. Yeah. I was.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Yeah. Okay, so this weekend has been your birthday.
Yes.
We're doing Birthday Bash for you. So how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great. You know what? The greatest present that my boys, the Sons of Boca, can give me is retaining those BRCW Tag Team Championship belts. But you know what? It shouldn't even be a wish, because it's a given.
So you're confident in their victory, right?
More than confident.
That's awesome.
I am confidente.
All right, guys, so don't forget to check it out, BRCW en Español, YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing commentary with Ricardo Rodriguez, so don't miss it out.
All right, that was the interview with Neil El Hombre Malo. Now, in Spanish, heel is Rudo, El Rudo. So probably he would be Neil El Rudo, right? But it's not a literal translation. El Rudo doesn't mean heel. It's just a Spanish word for the bad guy wrestler. So the literal translation, El Hombre Malo, the bad man, I prefer to Neil El Rudo. So I hope you enjoyed Falbak's interview with Neil El Rudo, or Neil El Hombre Malo. And next we are going to have Neil's bodyguard, right? I mean, that's how it started, right? Cesar was Neil's bodyguard. Some people say he was Neil's body double for that lucha match that Neil wrestled against Sean Maluta, but I don't see the resemblance. Neil did a great job as a lucha. That would have been funny, the lucha name, if you would, when he had that lucha mask, the lucha mask for the, that was a Hanukkah show when Neil fought Sean Maluta. But some people say Cesar filled in as Neil's body double. I don't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Falbak's interview of Cesar Bonini, Neil's bodyguard, current BRCW Tag Team Champion Cesar Bonini, and the backbone of the Sons of Boca.
Muy buenas, fanáticos del wrestling. I'm here with the BRCW.
No. Estás aquí con el campeón de parejas.
All right.
Yo hablo español. Estamos aquí hablando con nuestros hermanos, todos latinos. Entonces vamos a hablar con él con manera que entienden.
Una disculpa para todos. Mejor hablamos en español. Aquí estoy con el campeón en parejas de BRCW, Cesar Bononi. ¿Así bien?
Así está perfecto.
Excelente. Esta noche, junto a Noah Kekoa, te enfrentas a The Righteous. ¿Qué expectativas tienes tú para esta lucha?
La expectativa es terminar la lucha así como ainda el campeón de parejas, porque Boca Ratón es esas son las bocas, y así estará para todos siempre y siempre.
Qué bueno. Entonces, este fin de semana ha sido el cumpleaños de vuestro compañero Neil the Hill. Por tanto, ¿crees que una victoria sería algo gratificante para él, no?
Es el mejor regalo que puedo hacer para Neil.
Qué bueno. Pues no se pierdan BRCW Birthday Bash. Síganos en BRCW en español en YouTube.
All right. How did you enjoy that? It's always great to hear from Cesar. What a great guy. What a bad heel. What an evil man, but what a great person. Cesar Bonini. He did great things in NXT. If you might remember him from AEW, always good to have Cesar Bonini on the show. The next interview, who is it? Falbak's interview with Steve Maclin? All right, I can't say it. All right, I don't know. What am I going to say? I guess just bear with it. Just get through the Maclin part, because after that we'll have Riddle. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Maclin.
Muy buenas, fanáticos del wrestling. I'm here with the BRCW heavyweight champion, Steve Maclin. You've been champion for nearly half a year and heading to BRCW Birthday Bash. So what's in your mind right now?
My mind's on me and Matt Taven here tonight at BRCW Birthday Bash. I'm excited for it. Taven's a competitor. He's a former world champion. I'm a former world champion. I'm the current Boca Raton heavyweight champion. So I think this is a main event people will like to see.
Sure. So we know Matt Taven is a tough opponent. What kind of strategy you have heading to the match?
I don't know, honestly. Taven, he's an entertainer, but he's also a physical specimen as well, where he can be aerobatic. I don't know. He's gritty too. He's just got his different ways. For me, I never really go into any match with a full-on plan other than knowing I'm going to kick the ever-living crap out of the person.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good strategy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. No os perdáis BRCW Birthday Bash y sigan el canal de YouTube de BRCW en español. Ahí estaremos.
Well, that sucked. What happened? Was that a technical problem? No? Oh, everything's okay? All right. So hope you enjoyed Falbak's interview with BRCW champion Steve Maclin. How the hell did Steve Maclin become the BRCW champion? Oh, boy. Anyway. What's next? Okay, I think the highlight of Falbak's trip to America was having the opportunity to interview the King of Bros, Matt Riddle. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the next micro interview.
Muy buenas, fanáticos del wrestling. Aquí me encuentro con el original bro, Matt Riddle. Tonight, you in BRCW Birthday Bash, you wrestled your former tag team partner, Stallion,
yeah.
Rogers. So,
See.
tell me about your match, your feelings, how you feel about it, your thoughts.
Yeah, well, Stallion used to be my hermano, right?
Yeah.
But now he's not. And I had to hit him with one of my colossos. I believe that's how you say it, elbow, colosso. Put the beads on. But then he didn't finish the fight. How do you say fight in Spanish?
Pelea.
Pelea. He didn't finish the pelea. So I'm still angry, but I think I'll have another day with Stallion Rogers sooner than later. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, that's right. So your next goal is the BRCW Heavyweight Championship. You're going against Steve Maclin. So what's up in your mind right now?
Well, I don't know. Steve Maclin, kind of a punk. How do you say donkey in Spanish?
Mono.
Mono. Maclin is mono. Disgusting mono. Tuh,
I love the name.
tuh. And I'm going to take Mono, beat him, hit him with my Colosso, and then take the BRCW Heavyweight Championship home where it belongs.
That sounds phenomenal. Finally, can you send a message to our Spanish viewers of BRCW?
Yes. Mi amo Mateo. I love you guys. Gracias. Muy bien.
Eso es increíble. No olviden seguir a todas las redes sociales de BRCW, como también en su canal de YouTube, BRCW en español.
All right, we have one more micro interview. Notice how I didn't comment on Steve Maclin over there. We have one more micro interview, and this one's with Roma. And I think what I'm going to do, and Roma and I haven't talked about it, but I think what I'll do is I'll talk to Roma. Maybe she can, maybe I can bring her in and put her in charge of social media for BRCW in Espanol. Because she speaks Spanish, and she's been a core member of BRCW since the beginning. We had her in that Women's Battle Royal. She's been in a lot of our shows. We love Roma. So maybe she could, take that off my plate, the BRCW in Espanol. So you'll enjoy this interview because it's all in Spanish, because it's Falbak and Roma for his content. So it might as well be in Spanish. So if you don't speak Spanish, just fast forward or just skip to next week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, esta es Roma.
Muy buenas fanáticos del wrestling, aquí me encuentro con Roma, que viene directa desde Chile. Hoy ha luchado en BRCW Birthday Bash. ¿Me puedes hablar acerca de la lucha? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te fue?
Perdí. Maldición.
¿Estuviste cerca?
Creo que estuve cerca. He luchado ya 3 veces en BRCW y no he podido conseguir la victoria. Entonces yo hablé con Matt y le pregunté si es que podía ir a Las Vegas para ver si podía conseguir la victoria. Y él me dijo que sí, así que en el próximo evento de BRCW en Las Vegas yo voy a ir y espero poder conseguir una victoria. La necesito, la necesito.
Esperemos que así sea, estaremos apoyándote con todo, Roma. Y tienes que decir algo a toda la fanaticada que sigue BRCW en español.
Ahora vamos a trabajar muy duro en BRCW en español, así que los invitamos a seguirlos. Falbak va a estar ayudándonos y espero que comenten y digan cosas, y deben enseñarle a decir cosas en español, pero en chileno al Falbak para que lo diga.
No puede faltar. No olviden seguir a BRCW en español en YouTube para seguir nuestras transmisiones en español. Los saludamos a todos.
All right, so that's it for this episode of the Matthew Mania podcast, where we had micro episodes with between Falbak and Neil El Hombre Malo, the king of Hermanos, Matt Riddle, Steve Maclin, Cesar Bonini, and I guess I messed up because that one was in Spanish. Cesar's Brazilian. He speaks Spanish, but I didn't connect the dots, so I hope you had a, fast forward, I guess, that episode. And then, obviously, we ended with Roma. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. And if it was annoying, all that Spanish, don't worry. I'm not going to do that ever again. So check us out in Vegas. If you're in Vegas, WrestleMania week, Wednesday, we're having a nooner, April 15th at 2 o'clock, followed by the 8 o'clock Red Meat Lovers Club in Vegas. It's going to be spectacular. And then back in Boca Raton, August 16th, back at our home at Meisner Park, August 16th, November 6th in Miami, and then March 14th for our St. Patrick's Day 2027 celebration. So you can visit us at BocaRatonWrestling.com, MatthewMania.com, or for all of your real estate needs, check out RealEstateFinder.com. I'm Matthew Mashler, CEO of Boca Raton Championship Wrestling and Signature Real Estate Finder. And if you're thinking about getting your real estate license, or if you're a realtor and want to join my team, please reach out to us, because that's what we do. That's how we make money. That's how we fund these shows, by selling houses and hiring realtors to sell houses all over the state of Florida. We would love for you to be with us and check out our real estate podcast at Real Estate Founder Podcast.
You know what time it is. 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 Matthew Mania, the time it says. You You know what time it is. You know whose time it is. You know what time it is. Matthew Mania, the time is his. Yeah, got him shook, scared, can't look. We're not afraid of the big bad wolf. First comes the right, followed by the left hook. Execute perfect, this is textbook. If you ever test, make sure you bring the best. Head into the ring with the M on my chest. Any match, bring the ladders and the tables. Lock us in the cage and nobody can save you. When it's war, I'm coming to destroy. Napalm blast, I'm coming with the noise. They chant for the king, the girls and the boys. They saying I'm the best cause they didn't have a choice.
You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. Yeah. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is.